along with me as I take this one structure deck and build something that can rival the very gods. This is my Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Journey, Season 2.
With me, take the journey.
Welcome back to another episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Journey. My name is Puzzlomino, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you enjoy your stay. Tonight's episode is a bit of a fun one. We've got 2 tournaments that I have to cover for tonight, so I'm just gonna skip right to it, because you already know all the rules, and you already know everything else. If you need a reminder on how the rules work, just go to the first and the second episode, please. But without further ado, so last week we removed a limiter? That's right, last week we were able to remove a limiter, and with that limiter removal poll finished, we were able to increase the card pool, so now I can play cards that Kaiba used within the live duels, which is a lot of them. And alongside the generous donation of Forbidden Droplet, Pot of Desires, and Pot of Extravagance, our card pool has just gone way up. So, with the addition of those lovely cards in our collection, let's see what we can do with the rest of our shit. That's right, live action! Way too early, let's go! Okay, so, we just shook up the entire card pool, like, a lot. Holy crap. Yeah, so, like I said, a lot of the cards that were used in the live duels are actually pretty fucking good, so, removing that limitation, just made our deck infinitely better than it was before, and kind of where it should have been at the start of this series, frankly. So, in regards to an, opening for today, I'm not gonna do one. In fact, I'm not gonna do the next one either. I have my eyes set on the Legendary Collection Kaiba set. So, in order to actually get that product, I need to save up for a couple of weeks in order to actually, pull that off. But hopefully the trades that we're going to be getting in is going to supplement for the amount of, cards that we're not going to be actually getting for a while. But now that we finished up our trading section, and I've shown you all the new cards that are going to be available to us now, here's the deck. I'm not going to do this every single week, I probably won't do a deck profile next week unless I feel that the deck has changed up so massively that I need to re-profile it. But for now, I think this merits, a new, presentation of the deck. Main goal hasn't changed, obviously, but the way that we're going to be getting to that place is going to be a little bit different now that we've actually, got some decent cards in our favor. So let's start off with the monsters. We are still on 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon, alongside the 1 copy of Blue Eyes Chaos Max, and the 1 copy of Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. All of these are cards that were available to us last week, but what's going to be changing is all of the monsters that are going to be supplementing this. Speaking of the cards that are going to be supplementing this, we have a new line of monsters that I can kind of utilize in terms of consistency, that being the level 1 tuner monsters for the Cards of Consonance. For that target, we are on the White Stone of Ancients, the White Stone of Legends, Rider of the Storm Winds, which is actually a dragon tuner, and 1 copy of Flamvel Guard. Now, you might be questioning why the fuck I'm playing a normal monster in this build. Reason 1, normal monsters, all of them are legal, no matter where they came from, because they're normal monsters, who's gonna play them? And 2, this is a dragon tuner with less than 1,000 attack, which fits for Cards of Consonance. I had an idea initially going into this tournament that I would be playing cards like Rabbit Dragon and other level 8 monsters on purpose so that I could more utilize trade-in, but honestly, now that I think about it, these cards alone are more than enough in order to actually, when I see those cards, I should be able to see one of these guys at least. But the other monsters that we're going to be playing inside of the deck, our big heavy hitter is obviously going to be Obelisk the Tormentor alongside Vampire Lord for, I haven't summoned him once, I want to summon him at some point. And then we are also on 1 copy of Shining Angel, but what are our tutors for that? We are on Kaiba Man, but more importantly, we have Maiden with Eyes of Blue once more. So that once I weather 1 attack, I should be able to negate another attack and summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon for my troubles. That's going to be it for our monster lineup. Our spells and our traps are going to be where our stuff is going to change up a little bit more. We have now a lot of consistency pieces that are going to help us get to the cards that I've talked about ad nauseam. One of them I've already talked about a lot, but a couple of other ones you might not think about, but are still really good. The ones that I've already teased earlier are both the trade-in and the cards of consonance. I've talked about these cards to length. They allow us to just draw more cards and see more cards inside of the deck when we draw into both the Blue Eyes or the White Stone of Legends or Ancients or any of the, level 1 tuners that we have inside of the deck, respectively. Very useful in that regard. Next, we are on a copy of the Melody of Awakening Dragon, which allows us to tutor that card alongside another card inside of our hand for 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon statted monsters, which also, funnily enough, includes the one card that you were thinking of, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, and the one card you are not thinking of, Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, is searchable off of the Melody of Awakening Dragon because it is a dragon type monster with 3,000 or more attack and 25 or 100 less defense, so it counts. Then another consistency piece card that I've already shown you. We are on the 1 copy of Card of Demise. Card of Demise is an obvious Kaiba card. It's a little bit weaker than it is in the actual anime itself, but honestly, it is very useful, seeing as how this deck is in of itself very slow. So until this deck gets a bit faster and necessitates me actually having to special summon every single turn, then I will probably have to cut this card. But as of right now, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't have it. And finally, the 2 cards you probably didn't expect Kaiba to actually use, Pot of Desires and Pot of Extravagance. Until I was doing research for this episode, I didn't realize that Kaiba had both activated Pot of Desires and Pot of Extravagance, so picking up a copy of this from the trades that I had done before the tournament was absolutely fucking ridiculous, and they just kind of work out. The Pot of Extravagance is a little bit of the one that I'm a little bit more iffy on. I mean, the Pot of Desires is kind of sucky because, I'm only running 1 copy of every single card. If I banish it, I banish it, and I'm not going to be able to see it for the rest of the duel. But Pot of Extravagance, I can only activate it for 3 because I don't have 6 monsters in my extra deck. Because I can't ever have 6 monsters in my extra deck with this current limitation that I have set on myself. So I activate this once, I get rid of most of my extra deck, so if I could use it, I can't, and then I only get to draw 1 card off of it, so it just replaces itself. Whoops. But even still, having that extra card being cycled out of my deck is absolutely amazing. The fact that it, cuts off the rest of my draws kind of sucks with the rest of the deck, but it's gonna be fine, because I'm only really going to see 1 of these per duel anyways. I'm also, for the last piece of consistency that I need, I have 1 copy of Mausoleum of White that I am playing in order to get rid of my Blue Eyes White Dragon in the deck so that I don't draw into them. Blue Eyes White Dragon itself, while the card is iconic, is technically a dead draw inside of the deck, so I don't want to be seeing it all the time. I want to see it when I want to, and those cards like the Melody of Awakening Dragon alongside the White Stone of Legend is going to allow me to see the card when I want it, but the Mausoleum of White is going to dump it inside of my graveyard so that I don't have it inside of the deck when I don't need it. That's our consistency pieces. In terms of the other cards inside of our deck, we have a suite of cards that are just dedicated to 1-for-1 removal, that being Mystical Space Typhoon, Stamping Destruction, and Forbidden Chalice. Forbidden Chalice was used inside of one of the live duels for Kaiba, and is just a really useful card that allows us to, stop 1 effect on my opponent's board, which has way more use cases than you'd think. We have another suite of cards that I have dubbed our Revivers. We are on 1 copy of Silver's Cry, we are 1 copy of Return of the Dragon Lords, and 1 copy of Monster Reborn. All 3 of these cards, they do the same thing. They just revive a monster, but, some of them have a little bit of extra utility, like being able to revive from my opponent's graveyard if they have a really good monster, or Return of the Dragon Lords allowing me to protect my monsters whenever it is in the graveyard. We've got another suite of cards. I call these give me your shit. 1 copy of Soul Exchange, 1 copy of Enemy Controller, and 1 copy of Lullaby of Obedience. I'm never going to be able to use the second effect of Enemy Controller, but if I ever do, it allows me to just yoink a monster, and then I can just, do whatever the fuck I want with it. The Lullaby of Obedience is extremely funny, because it kind of works sometimes. And then Soul Exchange is Soul Exchange. If I ever get the chance to use it, it's going to be absolutely insane, and I'm going to love myself for it. To cheat out our dragons, we are on 1 copy of Ancient Rules and 1 copy of Dragonic Tactics in order to draw out as many, free summons as I can. For our summoning mechanics, we have 1 copy of Fusion Substitute, Polymerization, and Chaos Form. These are obvious includes into the deck because of the cards that we're running in the extra deck, alongside the Blue Eyes Chaos Max inside of the main deck, so duh. And finally, as just that one power card that I feel like I'm never going to draw into, but it'll be really funny if it actually works, one copy of the Burst Stream of Destruction to just kill everything if I ever get the chance. Finally, in regards to the trap lineup, I kind of had to slim down a little bit from last time. We are on Negate Attack, Mirror Force, Compulsory Evacuation Device, which is a newer card, and then Ring of Destruction, all of which are, obvious includes. The Compulsory is the only, I think, the new one that I included. Extremely useful card to just bounce away a card from my opponent's field, just in case I really don't like it, which sometimes I really don't. And finally, to wrap up our extra deck, we are on Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, one copy of Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the original Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and then the one card that I feel like I'm going to summon at some point, Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, which is, I don't know, pretty easy to summon, all things considered in regards to its actual summoning mechanics, but, the Blue Eyes Twin Burst is also up there in regards to how quickly I can summon it. Overall, I think the deck kind of works now and allows me to actually summon my Blue Eyes White Dragon and spam it out a lot. If I can spam out my Blue Eyes White Dragon enough during this tournament, I will be able to remove another limiter and hopefully add more cards to my extra deck maybe, or get better shit in there. Who knows? I don't fucking know. We'll just have to see. I think the first step though is to, remove those limiters. So that's kind of the goal for today, if you will. But with that being said, let's do this. Alright, so like I said in the opening, we've got 2 tournaments to cover, so let's just speed through them as quickly as humanly possible. Each of them I only ever played for 3 rounds. One of them went for 4 rounds technically, but I was given the bye on that one, so I don't really necessarily count it. Oh yeah, and just so you guys know, for the sake of the future, I'm only going to be counting matches 1 as the matches that I actually play out to completion, not matches that I technically win, because that would be cheating and would make the challenge too easy. So I'm not going to do that. The first tournament that we're going to be covering is the Wednesday evening locals at Gamers World Aurora, a place that a few of you might know I actually started the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Journey at like 3 years ago when I was playing Branded. I still have the video up for that, by the way, so if you want to check it out, by all means, go ahead. Let's finish this video first. Anyways, first round we go up against Mitsurugi. And, I'm just going to show off this first duel because it never really dawned upon me now that I've actually left Ninja Cat Games and have gone on to try out other, locals for this deck. It never really dawned upon me just how ridiculous the concept of this challenge is until I started dueling people who had no idea what was going on. So, go ahead and take a look. Alright, hold on. Let me pull out my extra deck. I forgot. Give me a sec. Alright, we're good.
Dude, I don't know why, but that was so mysterious.
No, brother, we're playing for the bit. I don't know if you realize what's about to happen, but I feel like you're about to get a free win.
I don't know what that means, and I'm scared. If it's some cheese, oh my god, man.
I promise you there is no cheese where I come from. Where I come from 2005.
Dude, if it's medicine, then oh my god, man.
Alright, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Yes.
Activate pre-card?
Of course.
Haba?
Haba is good.
Mirror.
Mirror is good. Ready for my glorious turn?
Yes.
Alright, let's do this. Draw! Alright, first, I will activate Pot of Desires. Do you have any response with your 5 million traps? No?
Not really.
I draw! Okay. Alright. I bet you don't have a counter for this. Next, I will activate Ancient Rules. It allows me to special summon a level 5 or higher normal monster from my hand.
What? That's fine.
I special summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
fuck is going on? I don't...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, and next I'll activate Burst Stream of Destruction! If I control a Blue Eyes White Dragon, I destroy all monsters you control. And Blue Eyes White Dragon cannot attack the turn I activate this card.
They can't attack?
They cannot attack, no.
I kind of just want to let it go. Oh my god. Give me a second. Wait, can I link into this? With IP?
Yeah.
I kind of just want to remove everything.
It would be funny.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all that matters. So long as it's funny, I don't care.
I'm gonna do it.
Do the
Can
funny.
IP.
Yup. Go ahead.
Including your monster.
Including my monster? Effect resolves?
Yes.
And it doesn't
It's
die, yeah.
protected, yeah.
Okay.
I never summoned it before. So this is why.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna activate Monster Reborn.
This guy, dude.
I'm gonna target your Mitsushin. Give me your Murakuma. I need that negate.
Can that happen actually? Oh my god.
Please? Thank you.
Alright.
Next, I will set one card. I will normal summon my Kaiba Man.
Oh my
And I will activate Card of Demise. Wait, I can't, never mind. I special summon. Anyways, I will enter the battle phase. Murakumo, attack into Underworld Goddess of the Closed World for 200 attack points.
I'll take the 200.
Kaiba Man, attack directly.
Dude.
What's Kaiba Man's attack name? Kaiba Punch!
Kaiba Punch. I will then enter main phase 2, set one card face down, and end my turn.
Before you end,
Okay?
MSG target.
Shit, my Ring of Destruction!
Oh, what? You're, oh my god. It's
Go
madman.
Ethan's in a tough spot.
Dude.
I wonder how he'll get out of this.
Drop?
Yep.
I'll activate Fallen Virtue.
Of course, what's the target?
Murakumo.
I'm gonna chain Murakumo effect. Discard a card.
You'll have to discard a card, or it'll be negated! Why am I doing this? Being worried I was not the hero.
Bro, what is going on, bro? Standby.
Yes.
Man.
There's so many
Pot of Extravagances, yep.
There's so many things I could have done, but I won't. Oh my god. I'll just go with 6.
Yep. Draw 2 is good.
Guys, we're not good.
I'm Kaiba, I don't know what to tell you. Just...
Show me your money.
Oh yeah, you're right, yeah.
Just show me
Yeah, actually,
Activate prayer?
prayers? Yeah, that's fine.
It's not very good.
How is he still alive? He was struck by one of the key combo pieces in Mitsu.
Main phase 2?
Yes.
That's so
Oh,
I don't like this.
my move?
Yeah.
Alright. Draw! I will activate.
As the thief king.
I'll set a card and activate Card of Demise, which allows me to draw. God damn it!
I'll activate it now. I can't anymore. Oh my god. Oh my god, kill me.
Yeah, that's fair. New chain.
Yeah, Futsu.
Ow.
Then we're
Okay. Game 2.
yeah. Oh my god. That's insane.
All right. Yeah,
No, that was
Yeah, that's insane. No, my brain's so.
Okay, cool. We're good. All right. It's time for me to side. I have finished siding.
I'm not gonna side against you. I'm good. Attempt to enter battle.
Of course.
No, I thought. No. So if
Attempt to attack with boost.
I'll take 21. That's fine.
yeah, no, that's what I saw.
Attempt to attack with 12.
I activate the counter trap. Negate attack. Which allows me to target the monster to negate the attack and end the battle phase.
And it's a counter trap.
And it's a counter trap, so Murakumo can't chain to it.
Yeah, you're good.
Let's go!
I'm not doing this shit.
My move?
No, that's not as funny.
I'll pass.
Okay. Draw! I will set. I will go to the standby main phase. I will set one monster face down, and I will attempt to end my turn.
You know what you must do.
That's good?
Oh, wait, no,
Okay.
2,000.
Uh-huh. No!
I swear, I thought you had mirror first.
No, I had a Silver's Cry and a polymerization.
Oh
of
my
Vampire
god,
Lord.
bro, you're kidding me, bro.
GG, good sir.
What?
It didn't exactly show, but I will admit I've never had a standing ovation after I finished up a duel at a tournament. So that's new, I guess. Anyways, I lost. Next round, we're up against, funnily enough, Dark Magician. And, yeah, that one was a bit of a wash as well. I mean, even if the deck is even more consistent than it, has ever been, it's still Blue Eyes. And everything is still in one copy, so, it's still very inconsistent. So, 2 rounds under my belt, and they're both washes. We go up against, for our round 3, Yummy Fiendsmith. And I'm not gonna waste your time on this one. This is a little closer. What did you expect? I will admit though, even though I completely bottomed out in this tournament, I was able to summon out Blue Eyes White Dragon once, and I lost 6 games. Those are the only tracked stats that we're actually paying attention to. I didn't even get to the chance to even get close to doing any of my special summoning mechanics. I got close once though. After I finished up with that tournament, I played a grudge match with one of the other players there that was playing something also equally as, fun. And I was able to actually summon my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but it's such a shame that it didn't count because we never played out a full match. So, oops. So yeah, that tournament wasn't exactly the most interesting. Maybe the most interesting thing that happened was the very first duel that I had. So you know what? We're just gonna cover 2 of them! A couple of days after that tournament finished up, I also went over to the Ninja Cat Games Saturday Locals, which was funny enough, recorded on the 4th of July. And we were able to participate in that tournament there. It went for 3 rounds, and I lost every single game. Yeah, that sentence is gonna be one that I'm gonna be repeating for a little while now until, I get lucky, I guess. First round, I went up against Malphys. With the new added support that was added into Chaos Rising, the matchup was a little bit different than I expected, allowing me to special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon a couple of times, but ultimately, playing out of my favor because of the Malphys. It's fine. We were able to kind of solidify a small bit of a position, but after flubbing up a Soul Exchange, I really couldn't handle a Zeus, sadly. Game 2 was a little bit more of a wash. I mean, I really didn't get to do much with it, and yeah, I lost. So round 2, we go up against Elf Notes. I didn't know what my opponent was playing, so it makes this clip all that much more crazy.
We're gonna pay 2,000 life points and activate Lullaby of Obedience. All right. I'm gonna call. What are the chances? You know what? I'm just gonna say, Phydralis Harmonia. I want to see what happens. Ain't no fucking way! What? That's crazy. Anyways, so I'm just gonna have that on my board, and I'm gonna pass turn on that. Go ahead.
What just happens? I had to go through the deck.
The one time that it actually works. And never again, because I never got the chance to do it anymore. Game 1 was over in a heartbeat, and then Game 2, we wanted to see just how many cards that Nick could, draw. So, I kind of looked back at it. I think it might have been over, like, I don't know, like 10, 20, all off of TG Hyper Librarian. One of these days, I'll actually be able to synchro summon that many times in one turn. Today is definitely not that day, as I go into round 3 with an 0-2 record. Round 3, we are up against Malice. Yay! No, I promise this one is a little bit more interesting, I swear. I mean, kind of. Listen, I didn't get the chance to, really do all that much. I mean, I got to do one funny thing, but then the rest of that game, I really couldn't play it out. So overall, with the addition of this tournament, I was able to summon Blue Eyes an additional 3 times and lose 6 more games, which means that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Journey continues on for another week. But seeing as how I already did my week for the next upcoming week, I'm gonna be putting the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Journey on a slight small pause. I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but I've been doing like a little bit of an on-off schedule with how I've been uploading my videos, with a higher effort video being uploaded on the first and the thirds of the week. Meanwhile, a smaller, quicker to edit, low effort video is on the second and the fourth while I, edit together footage and stuff like that. I already did my episode for the 18th, so I'm not going to be uploading a high effort video for the Master Journey. Instead, I feel like I'm ready to bring back a series that I haven't done in forever. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2 weeks, I hope you're ready for Success with a Structure Deck, the Crimson King. But until then, this is PuzzlominoYGO passing turn. See you around. POV, you're opening Blazing Dominion. Oh! Holy shit! That is crazy. Hell yeah, POV.